It was a well-balanced attack on a homecoming Friday that led the Lady Tigers to their 14th win over Marysville. Now back into the NCKL tonight with a road trip into Wamego. Lady Tiger pregame is here, being brought to you by Clay County National Bank. Stay with us. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards is on the way next.
Did you know that high school students who play sports are also likely to excel in academics? That shouldn't be a surprise. The values of self-motivation, determination, and hard work, especially when the going gets tough, result in success both on the court and in the classroom. I'm Brett Hupka with Clay County National Bank, and we're proud to support our student athletes as they gain skills in both leadership and teamwork. Our best to the Tigers from Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, going into a road trip in the NCKL to Wamego. Coach, let's drift back to homecoming Friday for you guys. Very business-like approach, it seemed to me, on Friday night. Good energy. You came out, got after it. Marysville, they've got some talent. We talked about that going in. You guys just kind of kept them in check. The thing that really stood out to me above all that is, once again, the balance. 3 players in double digits, 2 more with 8 points, a lot of people in the scoring column, and as a coach, I know we've talked before how impressive that is, and for other teams to try to combat, the old pick your poison trick is shining pretty good for the Lady Tigers right now.
Yeah, it is, and it's nice because last year teams were trying to use a gimmick defense against us, triangle 2 and box 1, and whatever they wanted to throw out, because they realized that our offensive execution was too tough to plan for, so they didn't want to do that, so they threw a gimmick out. And this year, having this many girls that can step up and drive and shoot and play inside, outside, and everything else is really benefiting everything that we're looking to do. And I really felt against Marysville, I could look out there at any time, pick out a girl that I wanted to have score, call a play, and they scored. I mean, we shot over 60% from the field, so.
A phenomenal night, and on top of all of that is the recognition then for the others on the court doing their job to not only get in position to open up the seam or the area that you're trying to focus to get the basketball to, and then to recognize when to get it there. When you see those things click, man, it's fun to watch an offense do what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and a lot of people that maybe don't watch a lot of basketball don't realize that the ways that we were scoring were set up by multiple cuts. I mean, people cutting one way and the ball going the other way, and it has to be executed just right or it doesn't work. And I felt like our execution against Marysville was as good as it's been this entire year. Probably a lot like when we played Riley County at their place. I was really impressed with our triangle execution and our set play execution. I felt like Marysville was much the same in that sense.
This team has been so impressive. 14-3 now on the year, 5-1 in the NCKL. A lot of times at this point of the season, you start to think about different things. Maybe the league championship that's still out there in the balance, and a game against Abilene coming up. Maybe it's the sub-state tournament that you're hosting, and you kind of start to let that mind wander. I get the impression that your girls are pretty focused on the task at hand and not letting themselves think too far forward right now.
Exactly. We as tempting as it is to start grabbing films and really prepping for the sub-state, we know that we've got plenty of time to get that done, and we've played every team in our sub-state, and obviously the thing that some people would do is just look ahead, forget about Wamego and look ahead to Abilene, but we don't have that. Every single game is important to us. It's been a part of our goal set that we set at the beginning, and the only hiccup we've had is by 1 against Abilene at our place, and we know that we can if we can take care of business here with Wamego, then we can look on to Abilene and go to their place and hopefully take care of business there, and then next we'll focus on Concordia coming in here, and we win those 3, we're at least guaranteed a share of the title there. But one game at a time is our focus.
Let's talk about this Red Raiders team, and they just took on the Abilene Cowgirls in their last outing and competed really, really well against the Cowgirls. They were down 8 points at half. They fell behind by, I think, 15 at some point in the second half, but then scratched back to within 11, and they had their chances in that ball game. Of course, we all know Caitlin Clausen and what she's able to do. She led them in the game against Abilene, and typically that is their go-to right now for the Red Raiders.
It is, and they've improved a ton, and that's what I said at the beginning when we played them the first time. I said they were going to be a decent team because Coach Kinder Connect really knows what's going on and has a lot of success with teams from the past. And, one of the things that he does is he stays steady with what he's going to do. He hasn't mixed up a whole bunch of things. He's still playing that matchup zone, and he's still playing a 4-around-1 offense that really does key off of Clausen, getting cuts to the bucket and getting shots around the rim and offensive rebounds. And so we really keyed on that for our Monday practice and talked about, we're going to switch all screens. Even if you're a little getting onto a big, we're going to do that and force them with ball pressure to have to make a tough pass and come with our help side defense and hopefully put a lot of stress and pressure on them. The last time that we played, one of the things that we took from the game was at one point one of their girls said, "What do we do?" when they were talking about our defense, and Clausen's response was, "I don't know what to do." So that's our goal is to frustrate them enough and play so intense that they really don't know what to do on the offensive end, and that should be in our favor if we can do that.
We talked offense to start. Normally we seem to focus, or I lead the conversation toward defense, and there was no let-up Friday night. It was just fun to see the offense click the way it did, and then your defense, you just talked about it. It just continues to impress, and you would think you kind of get used to it, and you really don't. If you watch this team play, even night in and night out, there's little things they do and kind of adjust to during ball games and during the season. I think they've just gotten better and better.
They have, and they understand. Last year we've got 11 rules on the defensive end. It starts with ball pressure, of course, and it goes all the way through to where we force the ball and what we do and how we help, how we recover. And last year's team, I think, they were very, very good, and we had like 4 of those perfected. And I would say this year you're starting to see 9, 10, 11 of the rules perfected at once. And when it happens that way, no matter what the offense tries to do, it's not going to be easy for them. And our goal is to make them so frustrated that they lose their spot on the offense. And even when we start seeing some of those retaliation fouls, elbows and pushes and stuff like that, we're not supposed to be upset about it because that's our goal. We want to play so hard that they get so frustrated. That's the only resort that they have is. And a lot of times the girls will get their opponents to do that, and a lot of times the coaches start to lose their head a little bit too because they just don't know what to do. So, and that's all on our girls for how hard they play and how they really bought into the program and executed down the stretch.
And it is fun to watch, I can tell you that much. Coach, good luck, and as always, thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
Take control of your farm with Base Station 3 from Valley Irrigation. Base Station 3 is the most state-of-the-art irrigation management system available, giving you unprecedented control over your operation. Manage all of your irrigation equipment anytime, anywhere. Experience the innovation and reliability you expect from Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Hanson Ford is starting off the year with amazing deals during their 2016 Ford sales event. There are a few 2015 models left, including a Ford F-150, a Super Duty Crew Cab, and a Ford Fusion. You'll discover huge Ford rebates on select trucks and SUVs. Take the road by storm with the powerful all-new 2016 F-350s, Explorers, and Fusions. Power, performance, style, and comfort, and savings. Don't miss out on the greatest deals this month at Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
This is 100.9 FM, KCLY Clay Center.
Clay Center Tiger basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Union State Bank, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, Central Office Service and Supply, Bruna Implement, Twin Valley, the Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Belleville, and Concordia, and Oldie Seed Farms.
And welcome on a tip-off Tuesday to Wamego High School. The Clay Center Lady Tigers starting lineups being announced over the PA right now. The Wamego Red Raiders here at home on their senior night. In fact, connection with the former Clay Center Tiger wrestling head coach and former Tiger wrestler Dennis Charbonneau. It was a chance to catch up with him, and he said this would be the last winter sports event at home this year for Wamego, either in basketball or in wrestling. So they are truly winding down this portion of the season. They'll go on the road from here on out. For the Wamego Red Raiders, it starts like this. 5'10" senior Caitlin Clausen, she has already signed her national letter of intent to play at Southern Illinois next year, and she really is the scoring threat that everything runs through. You heard Coach Edwards and I talked pregame about that. 5'5" senior is Ashlyn Heelis, a 5'5" senior. She'll play outside along with 5'7" senior Anna Stratton. 5'8" freshman Brianna Haga gets the start along with Jennifer Griffith, a 5'6" senior. For the Lady Tigers, it's Allie Wright-Frederick, 5'7" and a junior outside. She'll run the show at the point along with Sid Calloway, 5'8" and a sophomore, and Lauren Lane, 5'8" and a junior. They'll all three handle the basketball a lot outside, but really in the offense for Clay Center, you see that up and down the lineup, including Courtney Hamill, 5'9" and a senior, and Caitlin Bonenblust, a 5'9" senior who has really racked up some big numbers between those two, kind of sharing back and forth in the assist to points. Last week, on Friday night at homecoming, the Lady Tigers put 3 in double digits with Lauren Lane, Caitlin Bonenblust, and Courtney Hamill all racking up 10, 8 each coming from Allie Wright-Frederick and Sid Calloway. So great balance, and that has been really the MO of the Lady Tigers throughout the season. Courtney Hamill has probably been the most steady scorer as far as points per game average, but really everyone has stepped up when they've needed to and scored points. Opening tip-off is underway, and it is controlled by Hamill. It tips it to Sid Calloway. Clay Center has the first look at Wright-Frederick, ball in her hip outside, now looks at the defense and sees a man-to-man, although really working down low away from the basketball. Calloway on the sideline right, nearly has it taken away, and now a jump ball call as it's tied up with Jennifer Griffith. And so first possession for Clay Center results in essence in a turnover on a jump ball call. And now immediately they will substitute in off the sideline and bring out their seniors who got the start tonight. Into the game will come junior Ashley Fiello along with Tessa Seaberger, a 5'6" junior. And Seaberger will have the basketball in the backcourt and bring it up the floor. So this is the typical starting lineup that Coach Kinderconnect giving a senior night nod to his seniors getting the start in this ball game. With it down in the corner left is Stratton, tried to hesitate, dribble. Now it's taken away by Wright-Frederick. Allie will bring it across herself, looks at no numbers, and backs it out to set the offense. Allie goes right on the wing deep to Lauren Lane. Zone defense this trip, 3-2 really match-up zone. And that's something you'll see a lot of. They follow through the lane, but then they go back into their portion of the zone defense to cover up the backside. Lauren Lane tried a three-pointer and didn't get it from the right wing. Back to the way will come Clausen. Reverse laying up and off glass and good. Athletic move of the 5'10" senior, again going to play at Southern Illinois next year. Here's Calloway the drive to Lane inside the paint, looking for Courtney Hamill, and it's poked away by Clausen. And now it's Wamego back the other direction. Bielo up the court, right elbow jumper up and missing. Rebound battled for inside. That's going to be off of Anna Stratton. It'll be Clay Center's basketball, trailing 2-0 here early. 6:43 to work in the opening quarter. Lady Tigers with the basketball, facing now some 2-2-1 full court pressure by the Red Raiders.
Lady Tigers in the backcourt. Callaway still in the backcourt to Bonham-Bluss. Now across with a pass. It comes to Lauren Lane. Still looking to double team. Lane splits it with a crossover dribble now to the baseline, and she's bumped by Clausen, and it'll be a foul against the star for the Red Raiders and placing her basketball on the baseline. Right as the Red Raiders started to come double team Lauren Lane, she read it nicely and crossed over with the dribble, got through, and then got free, and then got the bump against Clausen, her first whistle of the game. Lane goes in the corner right to Alley. Now short corner to Bonham-Bluss. Muscles her way in the paint. Can't get a shot away. Lauren Lane, left wing three ball. This one's down. Lauren Lane knocks in the first bucket for Clay Center in their first lead by 1 as Lauren 1 of 2 from beyond that three-point line after missing her first attempt. Moved to the opposite side and drilled it from the left wing. Clay Center with the lead, and now a takeaway. Callaway bats it into the backcourt. It'll be run down by Wamego. They'll keep possession. But again, Clay Center with that defense we talked about in pregame, so effective against any type of defense, and now they get a steal as Callaway got into the passing lane. It bounced off of Wamego, and Wright Frederick able to save it on the baseline. Now Lane back the other way, kicks it in the corner to Callaway. Here's Bonham-Bluss left elbow. Back out deep it comes to Wright Frederick. 3-2, Clay Center by 1, 5:35 to work in the opening quarter. Wright Frederick has it outside, off to Courtney Hamill. Hamill goes left and deep. Callaway in the corner of the lane. Lobbed inside for Bonham-Bluss. Step through. A shot off glass. No. Rebound tipped to the baseline. It'll be off of Clay Center and back the other way. Good look for Bonham-Bluss off the feed from Lauren Lane. Just couldn't finish it off the glass around Caitlin Clausen that time. So Wamego gets it back. Clay Center leading by 1 here. 5:21 to work in the first quarter of play. Clausen, front court, goes left wing to Stratton. There's a near steal by Hamill. If she didn't touch it, it's Clay Center's basketball, and it will be possession Clay Center. Hamill had the passing lane covered up. It was passed beyond where she could get to it and out of bounds beyond the reach of the Red Raiders as well, and Clay Center gets it back to the 3-2 lead. Wright Frederick from the sideline brings it into Sid Callaway, right back to Alley. 5:09 to work first quarter. Clay Center with the basketball. Wright Frederick out at the point, stops at the top of the arc, now backs it out. No pressure coming at her. She'll get it to Sid Callaway left wing. Skip pass across to Lauren Lane. Short corner right, Bonham-Bluss. Back out top. Wright Frederick, three ball is short. Rebound battled for inside. Clausen and Hamill, good battle. Caitlin Clausen gets the tip out. And the run out now the other end for Wamego, covered up nicely by Clay Center in transition defense. One thing that Coach Edwards talked about in pregame is Callaway gets the steal. Here's a run out. Laying up and good. Clay Center's up 5-2. One thing Coach Edwards said in pregame, against this Wamego offense, they plan to switch off regardless, whether they have what appears to be a mismatch or not, and just know the rest of the defense will rotate where they need to be. Clay Center up by 3 now. A steal by Lauren Lane. She's tracking it the other way. Clausen giving chase, and a foul against Clausen will be her second. Lauren Lane the steal. The bucket went up and in. The foul was called before the shot, but it's the second on the 5'10 senior, Caitlin Clausen. And that'll put her probably to the sideline for a while here on senior night. Savannah Kipfer in for Clay Center as Bonham-Bluss gets a breather. And actually, Clausen will stay in with the 2 fouls. That's the only whistles of the game thus far. Midway point, first quarter, Clay Center leads at 5-2. From the baseline, Kipfer to Wright Frederick. Alley looking in low as Hamill trying to post against Clausen. Here's Wright Frederick, right wing. Skip pass across to Callaway. Sid out top to Kipfer. Around right to Alley. Wright Frederick, high post. Lauren Lane. Power dribbles through, gets in the paint, puts it up, and a foul called in low. And this will go against Wamego again, and Clay Center's basketball out of bounds. So Lane, good dribble penetration that time, and it was called against Gwendolyn Schwein. It's her first foul. Team's third against Wamego. Wright Frederick lobs it out to the wing to Callaway. Now back to Alley. Inside the paint is Hamill, and with 2 fouls on Clausen, really her hand side. Hamill takes advantage and knocks in her first bucket. Clay Center now up 7-2. Down court quickly comes Wamego. Brianna Haga has it outside, hands it off now to Schwein. Back on the wing right. She'll dribble penetrate. Kickoff to the mid lane goes to Amanda Luthi. Now back in the corner. Haga with the shot up, and it rolls in. Actually, it's Tessa Seaberger with the bucket correction. And it's a 7-4 Clay Center lead of 3. Wright Frederick out top puts the dribble down against Seaberger. She'll give it off to Courtney Hamill right at the 3-point line. To Kipfer. Savannah backs it out between the circles. 3:15 to work first quarter. Clay Center on top by a triple. Lauren Lane hit a triple earlier. Gives it up left wing to Wright Frederick. Corner left now to Callaway. Looks in low. Wanting to go to Hamill. Not there. Skip pass across to Kipfer. At the top to Wright Frederick. Alley back in the corner. Callaway. Dribble penetrates to Lauren Lane. Right side wing. Kipfer 3-ball up and just short. Rebound comes off to Clausen. And a buff on the board by Sid Callaway. It'll be her first. Sydney up in the air trying to keep the ball alive, and they just bumped while they were coming to the ground. Clausen had cleared the board already, and the foul called against Clay Center. Now Wamego bringing in 4 substitutions. See who stays in for them. It looks like they'll keep Luthi on the floor. Clay Center has Bonenbluss back in. Kipfer, Lane, Hamill, and Wright Frederick on the court. Clay Center leading 7-4. Wamego back with the basketball. Bonenbluss near steal on Clausen. Luthi goes corner right. Here's a pull-up jumper from Emma Faulkner, and she knocks it down 2-ball, just straddling the arc, and it's back to a 1-point ball game at 7-6. 2:35 to work first quarter. Wright Frederick goes left sideline to Kipfer. Savannah looks to the corner left and gets it to Bonenbluss. Skip pass across the lane. Lauren ball fakes. Dribble penetrates. Hands it off to Hamill. To the mid-post. Shot it away from Bonenbluss. Won't go. Kept alive by Hamill. Bonenbluss brings it down. Plays Center a new possession. Still a 1-point lead. Kipfer out top. Right wing, deep. Here's Wright Frederick wide open for the 3-ball. Just strong. Rebound inside. Foul against Clay Center's Courtney Hamill. Battling in low with Jennifer Griffith. It'll be Hamill's first foul and the second team foul against the Lady Tigers. Good look for Wright Frederick that time on the wing right, but he just hit off the back iron. Kipfer out. Callaway back in. 2:10 to work first quarter. Clay Center leads at 7-6. Wamego's senior night here for the Red Raiders. Clay Center matches up man-to-man. There's a dribble drive and kick outside. Now the ball picked up. Clausen will drive to the baseline. Behind the backboard, still able to drop it in. She has 4. As a 10-footer fall away, and she really didn't have a good angle, but she did nothing but threads that time, and Clay Center trails now by 1, and now they throw it away and gives it back to Wamego. 8-7. Lady Tigers trail by a point. 1:45 to work here in the first quarter. First meeting between these two teams, the Lady Tigers pulled away in that ball game. They got up early, but really second half was all Clay Center. They were only up by 1 at the end of the first quarter. They would go on to win 45-29. 33 to work here. Wamego leads by 1. Left side dribble drive by Jennifer Griffith, cut off by Wright Frederick. Now back outside to Seaberger, and it's Lauren Lane out on her. Now to Clausen. Callaway has that assignment for the time being. Now they switch off. Griffith drives, gets it down inside. Seaberger shot is blocked by Bonenbluss, but the rebound comes off to Wamego. Clausen dribble penetrates to the corner. Seaberger, ball fakes, pulls from 18 feet. It is rattling around and off, and Wright Frederick comes out of the pack with it. 1:03 to work up the left sideline. Alley will spin it back out now, and will hand it off to Lauren Lane, being pressured out deep by Ashley Fiello. 8-7, Clay Center down by 1 with the basketball. 51 seconds to work in this opening quarter. High post, Bonenbluss. Caitlin, what a drop down inside for Hamill. She's fouled. Let's see who it goes against. If it's on Caitlin Clausen, it will be her third. There were 2 players in the area, but it sure looked like it was on 10, and it is. That's number 3 in the first quarter against Caitlin Clausen. And that is trouble for Wamego. Courtney Hamill gets 2 free throws coming. First one up, and it is good. So Hamill with 3 points. The first free throw attempt for either team. 45 seconds to work here in the first period. Clausen out. Hamill has 1 more free throw coming her way. 8-8 ball game. Hamill made the first. Second free throw is also down, so she has 4 points. Really need to go back to that pass from Caitlin Bonenbluss. She was on a bit of a dribble drive, stopped at the mid-post, and really went down low with the basketball and still was able to get enough bounce to get it up in the hands of Courtney Hamill through a couple of defenders, and then Hamill did the rest, drawing the foul, and made both free throws. Clay Center now by 1. Seaberger into the front court, stopped by Hamill. Now hands it off outside. Viola into the lane. Cut off by Bonenbluss, and the corner of the basketball kicked out to Luthi. Back out deep, 28 to work. And a travel forced by Wamego. Lady Tiger defense didn't get the steal, but they just wear you down throughout the ball game, and we're just in the first quarter, but you get to see a little frustration and a foot slips on the pivot, and Clay Center has it back with a 1-point lead. Savannah Kipfer back in, brings it across, and they'll go for a final shot here in the quarter. 16 seconds left. Kipfer with the dribble against Seaberger. Now stops and gives it off to Hamill. 10 seconds. Courtney Hamill back to the right wing is Lane. Here's Hamill. Ball fake and drive. Mid-post jumper on its way. Just rims off. And the rebound away to Wamego. And they will not get a shot away. We're headed to quarter two. Lady Tigers with a 1-point lead. 9-8 after the opening period.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center is your durable medical equipment provider for bath aid safety, walkers, scooters, wheelchairs, and other supplies and products. They offer quality, durable medical equipment to care for yourself or your loved one at home. You can rely on them for unsurpassed value and service. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is dedicated to helping you find the right product and the right solution to make your daily life a little more comfortable and enjoyable with durable medical equipment.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. Who would have thought in this day and age that you could buy a brand new truck for under $30,000? Well, you can right now at the Green Team during our 2015 model year clearance. We have a Ram 1500 Express quad cab pickup. It's got the Hemi. It's brilliant black. It's a beautiful truck with the 20-inch rims. You can buy that truck now for 0% financing or $28,582 plus tax out the door. So come see us at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center.
So 1 quarter in the books, and the Lady Tigers a 9-8 lead. They fell behind 2-0 and then had a 5-2 lead before or 7-2 lead actually before Bucket knocked down and made it 7-4, and then Wamego actually came back and took the lead at 1 point. But the Lady Tigers right now have a 9-8 advantage and with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Savannah Kipfer, Caitlin Bonham-Bless gets it inside. Here's Lauren Lane, shot off glass with the left, rims off. The rebound tipped around inside and pulled away by Wamego. So Lady Tigers had a really good look to start the quarter, unable to cash it in down low. Just underway, second quarter. Caitlin Clausen, 3 fouls, back in there, pull-up jumper, strong, rebound weak side to Lauren Lane. Dribbles through a double team, bumped on the way up the floor. That's the 15th foul now against Wamego. And Lauren Lane with good handles as she came up the floor that time and able to draw the bump on the double team. Clay Center's basketball on the sideline with a 1-point advantage. Just getting underway here in the second period. Kipfer, high post to Courtney Hamill. Courtney holds near the 3-point line. Right it comes to Lane. Lauren in the corner right, Sid Calloway. Now off to the wing it comes to Bonham-Bless near the post. Now backs it out with the dribble and hands it off to Sid. Calloway back outside deep for Lauren Lane to re-cue the offense. 7:10 to work first half. Clay Center leads it by 1, 9-8. Corner it goes to Calloway. Now to Lane. To the post looking for Hamill. The ball tipped around right to Caitlin Bonham-Bless and an easy bucket for 2. The Bonham-Bless gets her first points, and that ball just tipped off of the hands of a Wamego defender and rattled around and fell right in the lap of Caitlin Bonham-Bless, who was able to cash it in. Now a steal on the sideline. Calloway not only stole it, but saved it into Lauren Lane. Lady Tigers up the floor. Now a bump foul against Viola. And this will be Clay Center with the basketball. The 16th foul now against Wamego. 11-8. Lady Tigers lead it by 3 and have possession. Next foul on the Red Raiders, and it'll be a bonus situation for the Lady Tigers. Here's Bonham-Bless out deep. Near the point. Gives it off to Calloway. Sid backs it out. Now looks off left side and gets it to Courtney Hamill. Courtney, backdoor look for Lauren Lane. She rises up and drops it in. Great control by Lane off the catch. Perfect feed from Courtney Hamill. And it's 5 points now for Lane to lead all scorers, and it's a 5-point Lady Tiger lead. Here's Stratton outside. Hands it off to Caitlin Clausen. Jump pass in the corner. Now toward the lane. Ball is taken away by Clay Center. They say a foul on Savannah Kipfer. For the offhand, they said was on the body. Otherwise, she has that left hand around and knocking the ball loose. But it'll stay with Wamego on the baseline. The first foul against Kipfer. 6:06 to work, second quarter. That's the third team foul against the Lady Tigers. Now Lane comes out as Wright Frederick is back in. Ball is lobbed out deep for Luthi. Now give it off to Seaberger. Play Center forcing the man-to-man. Seaberger right side behind the back against Wright Frederick. 5 count is on. Now she breaks it by picking up the dribble. And now needs some help to get rid of it and does so to Viola. Here's Wright Frederick again defending. Now it's going to be outside to Stratton. She'll bring it left and deep. Clausen. Everything around the perimeter right now. Luthi now gets inside the free throw line for a jumper. No good. Rebound battled around and low is Bonenbluss, and she fins off at a defender of Wamego and kept her boxed out and is able to bring down the board off the bounce. Kipfer now works it to the right side. 13-8. Clay Center by 5 with the basketball. High post Bonenbluss. Caitlin looks in low, is trying to go to Callaway. The ball tipped on its way inside. Seaberger back the other direction. She'll stop in the lane, nearly walked with it. Stratton gets a 3 try. It's long. The rebound, though, bounces out to the baseline and to Wamego. Red Raiders back with possession. Stratton, dribble drive, no. Cut off by Hamill. 5 minutes left first half. Here's Luthi, pull-up jumper. It rattles strong. Rebound to Bonenbluss. And Caitlin will hand it off to Wright Frederick to bring it up the floor, and the Lady Tiger lead stays at 13-8 here in the second period. Allie to Courtney Hamill. She'll turn, look low. Cross right, it comes to Callaway. Now to the corner for Kitzer. Savannah, high post. Great catch in traffic. Hamill is bumped. She's headed to the stripe to shoot 2 again. Only player on the floor to have a free throw attempt. She was 2 of 2 her first time there. Foul was called against Amanda Luthi. 5'8" freshman has her second foul, and Courtney Hamill's back at the stripe to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Something Coach Edwards also talked about, the fact that although the Lady Tigers have played extremely well with the defense and the offense all just getting better and better as the season goes along, they've struggled, quite honestly, from the free throw line, shooting about 50% the last 6 games. And it's something they've really focused on this week in practice, game-like situations, and then following practice, he said there were a lot of them hanging around shooting free throws. Now they do miss here, but Bonenbluss, stick back. Yes, and a chance at hoop and harm. The Bonenbluss gets the offensive rebound as Hamill goes 3 of 4 thus far in the game from the stripe, but the bucket goes down. The lead's out to 8 points, and now Bonenbluss gets another chance here at the stripe to add to her 4 points. Lady Tigers' biggest lead is at 8 right now, 16-8. 4:37 remains here in the second quarter. One more free throw coming now for the Lady Tigers on this possession. This one rattles home for Bonenbluss. She has 5. Bonenbluss, Lane, Hamill, 5 apiece for the Lady Tigers. And they lead it here 17-8. Right side with it is Clausen. Out deep it goes to Stratton right at the point, adding Mullen in her face. Now Stratton puts the dribble down, gets inside the lane, leans, and puts a tough shot, scoop shot off the glass and good. She has her first point. Down quickly, Callaway toward Clausen with those 3 fouls. Just has to let her score it. Callaway now has 4, and the Lady Tigers lead again 19-10. Caitlin Clausen, you could see with 3 fouls, she just couldn't go defend Callaway in transition and just had to let her go to the glass. Sid took advantage, has 4. The lead is 9 for Clay Center, 3:54 to work second quarter. Stratton with the dribble out top, hands it off to Clausen. Bonenbluss on her. Now to the free throw line. The drive and shot off glass is good. That's Jennifer Griffith who knocks it in, and she has a chance at the 3-point play on the other end. 19-12, Clay Center by 7. Griffith will have a free throw opportunity to cut the lead down to 6. Clausen now does take a breather with the 3 fouls. Played a long way with those 3 and was smart to know when to be aggressive and when not to be. Here's a free throw up from Griffith, and it's good. She has 3 points. And now we've got a timeout taken on the sideline. 19-13, Lady Tigers by 6. You're listening to Clay Center Lady Tiger basketball at 100.9.
Timing is everything on wheat fertilizer. It can maximize both yield and nutrient use efficiency, thereby increasing net profit for the producer. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we offer a complete line of fertilizer and herbicides best suited for your fields. Timely control of weeds can limit soil moisture loss to weeds and prevent the deposit of more weed seeds in the soil, 2 factors that can benefit the next crop's yield. Our field specialists Brett, Allen, Darren, Kent, Mike, and Kenny at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed are here and ready to help you.
19-13, Lady Tigers got the lead out to 9 points a couple of times, and now it's dropped down to 6 after a 3-point play put up and in by Jennifer Griffith. on a drive inside, got the bump and got to the stripe and made that Charity. And so it's a 6-point Clay Center advantage. 3:40 left to work second quarter. Allie Wright Frederick walks it up the floor, stops just across the timeline with the dribble. Now between the legs, works outside, gets a good screen from Megan Robbins. They're going to call it an illegal screen on Robbins, and I don't think she did much wrong there. Maybe stepped into it after it was coming her way, but the defender had no idea that the super sub had come in and set that screen, so a turnover back the other direction. It'll be Wamego's possession. 3:33 to work, clock ticking as Seeberger works it up the floor for the Red Raiders. Again, Clausen out of the game right now with those 3 fouls. Here's Stratton, hands it off to Seeberger, guarded by Mullen. Now out top, Seeberger is checked by Megan Robbins on the switch. Now back to Mullen defending. Now between the circles out top is Griffith. 3:10 left to work, second quarter. 19-13, Lady Tigers by 6. Wamego with the basketball. Man-to-man for Clay Center, denying anything inside right now. Viola has it out top. She'll work it left. Near steal by Lauren Lane. Now handed to the corner for Stratton. Anna Stratton against Lane. Now drives. Cut off by Wright Frederick. Wild shot, no good. Callaway the board. Wright Frederick brings it the other way. Clay Center with a 19-13 lead in the basketball. Allie goes right on the wing to Callaway. Back out top to Wright Frederick. Around left it comes to Mullen. Now to Allie, and around right is Sid. Wright Frederick has it. Left wing deep, Mullen. Short corner for Megan Robbins, and a timeout taken by Clay Center sideline now. 2:31 to work. We're in the opening half. Lady Tigers lead 19-13 when we return.
Third Thursday is almost here again. Wallace True Value will have chocolate fudge samples from Bev Montgomery for the chocolate crawl, and lots of in-store specials on tools, housewares, on-demand water heaters, and more. We are going through inventory looking for items to clear out. You know, good stuff, but stuff that needs to go. At garage sale prices, you want to try some fudge and find some bargains. So stop in at Wallace True Value, 423 Lincoln, in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
The 15th. That's the day it arrives. That white standard window envelope sits in the mailbox just waiting to deliver its dread.
That is the day the mortgage bill comes, but it's not that bad. Well, since I refinance with United Bank and Trust, that is.
Oh. Well, now I just feel overly dramatic.
Don't be scared. Take advantage of the market. There's still time to refinance, and that could mean saving dollars each year. Visit ubankonline.com to check out current rates and even begin the refinance process. Rethink, refinance. United Bank and Trust.
Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
19-13, Lady Tigers with the 6-point lead and the basketball, as Coach Jeff Edwards called that timeout from the sideline, and now has Hamill, Bonenblust, Kipfer, and Lane back in with Wright Frederick. Savannah gets it out top to Allie. Inside to Hamill, takes it strong. She is fouled. And headed to the free throw stripe will be Courtney Hamill. She's 3 of 4 at the line and gets 2 more chances here. Design play, you could tell. They pass out deep to Kipfer at the point. Back in the corner left to Wright Frederick, and then she found Hamill down low and muscled it up. That is a third foul now on Amanda Luthai, so both Luthai and Clausen with 3. Hamill at the stripe, drills the first. She has 6 points now. Abilene playing Hayes tonight, and with 2:41 to go in the first half, Abilene leading 27-12. The silent assassin here, Courtney Hamill, knocks in both Charity. She has 7 points, and the lead for Clay Center back out to 8. Their biggest advantage has been 9 points. Now some full court pressure put on Wamego. Into the backcourt, Seeberger. Wright Frederick guards there. Up the left sideline. Allie trying to turn her, does. Now toward the top of the key. Now switched off with Bonenblust. And now we've got a foul against the Lady Tigers. Wright Frederick may have just extended that arm enough to let the official see it, and foul is called against Allie. It's a 16 foul against the Lady Tigers, so no bonus yet, but it is the second on Wright Frederick. So Allie comes out, Lane back in. The inbound will be Griffith. It is knocked away by Bonenblust on the inbounds and then taken away. A long down-court pass. Lane is tripped up as she tries to come up with it. No foul call. They say out of bounds off of Lauren Lane. The steal on the inbounds by Bonenblust, and she tried to beat the defense down the floor with a long bomb, and it was just in a bit of a crowd and got knocked around and finally off of Clay Center. Stratton with it left side, between the legs, working against Sid Calloway. Now loses it in the corner. There's a double team, and she double dribbles with the basketball. She had picked up her dribble and double teamed down low, tried to step through, did, and dribbled, but was called for it, and Clay Center has it back. They lead by 8 with the basketball. 1:54 to work second quarter. Savannah Kipper up the right sideline. Savannah out deep now to Lane. Lauren holds just inside of the half-court stripe. Right and deep to Kipper. Down to 1:40 to work. Here's Bonenblust. Outside Lane hit a three earlier. This one's short. Rebound Hamill trying to save it in bounds, unable to do so. And it will go back to Wamego. Still an 8-point Lady Tiger advantage. Clay Center led by Courtney Hamill's 7 points, 5 each from Lauren Lane and Caitlin Bonenblust, and 4 points from Sid Calloway. Here's a dribble drive by Seeberger. Shot strong off the glass, rebounded low. Luthi takes it up, and she is fouled. Bonenblust and Lane both in the area, and it's not a foul. It's a jump ball call, I believe. Now the officials are going to conference on it, and it is a jump ball. The block was clean, trapped it on the shot, and so the basketball back to Wamego, but on the alternate arrow, no foul was called. In for the Red Raiders will come Emma Faulkner, a 5'4" sophomore. Griffith lobs it out deep for Luthi. She's guarded by Hamill. Now off it comes to Seeberger. 1:19 to work. Left side wing and deep is Griffith. Ball fake and tries to drive, but cut off and now taken away. Lauren Lane, the race to the other end. Lane off glass, crawls in there. Defender tried to catch up, and Lauren Lane was able to go up strong enough and threw it. She has 7. The lead is out to 10 now for Clay Center, 23-13. 1 minute left to go, second quarter. Wamego's picked up their dribble. It goes off to Amanda Luthi against Courtney Hamill. Now she loses it, bump to the ground. They go in the corner left. Stratton's got an open look for 16 feet. No, rebound. Great box out by Savannah Kipper. Special K then gives it away to Hamill and gets it right back. 42 to work. Clay Center leads here by 10 with possession nearing halftime. Outside Bonenblust. Courtney will hold there, works it right to the wing. It goes to Calloway in the corner now to Lane. Lauren to the post. Bonenblust off glass and good. The assist from Lane. Bonenblust now has 7. And the Lady Tigers have a 12-point lead with just 19 seconds to work second quarter. Seeberger works it up the floor, guarded by Lauren Lane. Good defense by Lane. She always draws the top assignment, although you remember this game they are switching everything against the Red Raiders. And now a shot blocked by Bonenblust. Lane, the throw down court for Caitlin. They can't get it down the floor in time for a shot. We're headed to half. The Lady Tigers up by a dozen. 25-13, Clay Center when we come back.
I was cleaning up a bit around central office when in walked Opie. What can I do for you, young man?
I have this project due at school. It's got pages and pages, and I have to put it all in a notebook and stuff. It'll take me forever to punch holes in all that paper with Aunt B's old punch.
I can help you there, son. We've got the Swingline Optima low-force punch that can punch up to 20 sheets as slick as a whistle. It has a hole punch catch bin and can punch either 3 holes or 2. It's on sale for just $34.95.
I'll take it. Central Office Service and Supply Guy, you're just swell.
This is Mallory with Farmway Co-op, and I have some news for our area graduating high school seniors. Farmway Co-op is offering 5 $1,000 scholarships to assist the further education of our Kansas students. Farmway Co-op is committed to improving, encouraging, and empowering the healthy development of our students, so make sure you apply today. Deadline is March 15th. Applications can be found at any Farmway location or download from www.farmwaycoop.com.
No time to cook tonight? The deli department at Ray's Apple Market is prepared to package up a complete dinner for you and your family. Choose from Chester chicken, hickory pitch ribs, and their signature rock house salads. The variety of freshly made food items are guaranteed to make your mouth water any day of the week. You'll also find their bakery goods hard to pass up. Rolls, cakes, pies, and cookies top off a deli meal perfectly and put a smile on your face. Ray's Apple Market.
The Twin Valley Color Race is back. Join us on Saturday, April 2nd for Twin Valley's 3rd annual Color Race in Clay Center. Walk or run this exciting 5K where you'll be covered in colorful powder at each kilometer. All proceeds benefit CARE, the local animal shelter being built at Clay Center. In the spirit of care, your dog can participate too. Join the fun. Sign up today at twinvalley.net/color. Hope to see you on April 2nd in Clay Center.
25-13 ball game. The Clay Center Lady Tigers with the lead here by a dozen. It was a 1-point game after the opening quarter. 9-8 Clay Center. They allowed just 5 points to the Red Raiders in the second quarter, put 16 on the board themselves. So they got that lead out to a dozen. Caitlin Clausen with the 4 points, but also 3 fouls for Wamego. That'll be a storyline we'll keep an eye on. She did play a lot of minutes despite having the early foul trouble. 2 points each from Tessa Seaberger, Anna Stratton, Emma Faulkner, 3 points for Jennifer Griffith. The Lady Tigers have 3 already with 7 in this game. Lauren Lane, Caitlin Bonenbless, and Courtney Hamel all with 7 points each. 4 points coming from Sid Calloway, and that all adds up to a 25-13 lead for the Lady Tigers. Of course, this game's so important for Clay Center, important for Wamego. It's their senior night. But for the Lady Tigers, if they win tonight, they go to Abilene Friday, and a win there, and they hold at least a share of the NCKL's crown at that point, with Concordia then waiting a week from tonight back at home on senior night for the Tigers in the Den. So big game tonight for the Lady Tigers, to say the least. They lead it at halftime. It's 25-13 Clay Center when we come back.
Spring is just around the corner. Have you started considering your options for the 2016 growing season? If not, now is the perfect time to contact your local Central Valley Ag field sales agronomist. CVA focuses on helping you select the best inputs and services to benefit your operation. Contact your nearest Central Valley Ag for more information. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
Are you considering buying or building a new home in the near future? Whatever the reason, there is no better time to make a change than now. The low interest rates of today won't last forever, and the large selection of affordable homes can help turn your dream into a reality. This is Keith Blake with Union State Bank. We have a variety of loan packages available, so let Nathan, Brandon, or myself help you get pre-qualified for the home of your dreams. Give us a call or stop in today to see us. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Did the recent storm cause damage to your roof? Call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia now to have a member of our team provide an estimate to restore your roof. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has been replacing and installing commercial and residential roofs for over 35 years. You can trust the Geisler team to get the job done right.
Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans have received regulatory approval and are now available from Oldie Seed. You heard that right. Extend soybeans are now available to plant from Oldie Seed Farms. Extend soybeans are backed by the high-yielding Genuity Roundup Ready 2 yield trait to ensure you're getting maximum yield and performance on your farm. Call Oldie Seed to book your Extend soybeans today.
25-13 here at the half. The Lady Tigers with the lead. They come into this game 4th ranked in 4A Division II right now. Hugoton, Topeka, Hayden, Girard, then Clay Center, the top ranked in 4A Division II girls. Baldwin, Haven, Kingman, Burlington, Lacine, Prairie View, and Holton in that KBCA rankings that came out yesterday. Lady Tigers have 7 each from Courtney Hamill, Caitlin Bonenbless, and Lauren Lane through the first half. Rebounding, they've had 9 as a team, 4 of those coming from Bonenbless to lead the way. 2-point field goals, 8 of 12, really strong. They are just 1 of 6 from beyond the 3-point line, but they are 6 of 7 from the free throw stripe. And as we said, a focus they had through this week after really struggling from the line for the last few games. The weekend coming up here on KCLY, of course, it's the postseason arriving on Friday as regional wrestling championships get underway on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Now, we will have coverage of Lady Tiger and Tiger boys basketball in Abilene. Bill Casper will have the call from Abilene, but we'll also have dual coverage as Benny Wallace and I will be joining you from regional wrestling taking place in Lindsborg at Smoky Valley High School. That starts at 2 p.m. They'll run 3 mats in that first round at 2 championship quarterfinals, still on 3 mats around 5 o'clock. Consolation first round down to 2 mats, 6:30 is the start time. And the championship semifinals will be starting around 7:30 on Friday night. Then they'll re-cue things for the consolation cross-bracketing on Saturday morning. That comes your way at 10 a.m. Every Tiger match we'll have live on the air through Friday and Saturday of regionals, and then through Friday and Saturday of those that qualify for the state championships the following weekend at Salinas Bicentennial Center. Here it's 25-13. The Lady Tigers a 12-point lead over Wamego. We'll take a timeout here, come back, and get you set for the second half after these.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, or in the classroom. Our support doesn't stop when the season is over or the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our community and country. CNB offers a student checking. This account will transition you from being a local student to attending the college of your choice. Stop by and talk with one of our CSRs today. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Time, rate, place, and source. Get them all right with the help of Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We can help you develop a flexible nitrogen management strategy in order to gain the best results for your cropping systems. Combined with variable rate fertilizer application on milo and corn, yields can be pushed to maximum levels of production on each and every acre. Visit with any of our field reps about the February application discount at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed. We're here and ready to help you.
Prepare to be amazed at all you'll find at Radio Shack. Their world of electronics seems endless. Digital cameras, iPads, MP3 players, weather radios, GPS, camcorders, prepaid cell phones, laptops, printers, video games, and controllers. Plus, all the components, connectors, and adapters, memory cards, and battery packs you can possibly need for all of your tech gear. It's truly incredible what you'll discover when you stop by Radio Shack inside Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
Add big flavor to your next get-together with Subway Catering, featuring good-to-go boxed meals with a side and freshly baked cookie, crowd-pleasing giant subs, and piled-high sandwich platters overflowing with flavorific choices. All made the way you say with everything you love. Subway Catering is simple, satisfying with something for everyone. A great value for any budget. Visit Subway.com to order and let us take care of any occasion. Subway, cater fresh.
Some catering orders may require 24-hour advance notice.
Back once again, we bring you to Wamego. The Clay Center Lady Tigers leading by 12, 25-13. The halftime score, the Lady Tigers led by just one at the end of one quarter, and then stretched out by outscoring Wamego 16-5 in that second period. The Lady Tigers with a 12-point advantage. We mentioned coming up this week with Tiger Basketball Friday in Abilene. Of course, we also have the dual coverage with the Regional Wrestling Championships. Tomorrow night, K-State women's basketball is on the air. They traveled into Austin to face the Texas Longhorns. That will be a 6:30 pregame. They tip off at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday, along with our wrestling coverage, it's the K-State KU Sunflower Showdown in Bramlage Coliseum for the men. K-State women swept the season series between the two teams. KU, of course, winning in Allen Fieldhouse earlier this year. Now, game at Bramlage could be on the Saturday. They tip off at 5. But again, we'll have all the Tiger wrestling live along with that dual coverage. Here the Lady Tigers open up with the basketball. Allie Wright Frederick to the wing right lane. Down inside the paint is Bonabluss. She's fouled on the shot. Nope, they're going to stay on the floor, actually, and hand it out of bounds to Clay Center on the baseline. Bonabluss with 7 points, 3 field goals, 1 free throw. Lauren Lane, a three-pointer, the only for either team three-pointer that's been hit in this ballgame. She has 7. And then Courtney Hamill, 5 of 6 from the line, and 1 bucket, has 7 points. Sid Calloway, the other 4. Right, Frederick in the corner with the dribble off the inbounds. Outside deep, it comes to Lauren Lane. Right back to Allie. Just underway second half. Clay Center leads it here by 12. Left side wing is Calloway. Nearly stripped away. Now to Bonabluss. In the paint, it goes to Hamill. Can't get the shot down. Rebound tipped around and pulled away by Wamego's Viola. A great look inside, and Courtney Hamill, I think, normally gets contact on those shots, but Clausen was there with those 3 fouls. She's just got to really play with kid's gloves down inside the lane. Red Raiders get a good look down on the baseline. They can't connect. Rebound to Sid Calloway, and Clay Center has it back still with a 12-point lead. Wright Frederick brings it through the timeline, looks at a extended look on defense this time by Wamego. Now they crash it back down as low as Bonabluss takes it up off the glass, and the rebound weak side comes around to the Red Raiders. So scoreless to the first minute. Now reverse lay-in in transition by Caitlin Clausen. She has 6. 10-point Lady Tiger lead. Right, Frederick to the front court. On the wing right, hands it off to Calloway. Sid out deep with the left-hand dribble. Now right it goes to Wright Frederick. Alley back outside, around left from Callaway to Lane. Lauren, high post, Bonenblus. Backdoor look inside, and it's blocked in low on Hamill's shot. Blocked by Griffith, and the basketball back to Wamego. Red Raiders trying to make a move here early in the second half. They've cut the lead to 10. Now they turn it over and a travel out top on Seaberger. She turns around with a smile on her face. Knew she had done that before the whistle even blew. Now there's a timeout taken on the floor. 6:22 to work, third quarter. Clay Center by 10. They'll have the basketball when we come back.
Good service is hard to come by. If you aren't getting the service you deserve from your propane provider, now is the time to contact Propane Central. You always get more than propane when Propane Central delivers. Competitive pricing, flexible payment and delivery options, 24/7 accessibility, and of course, good old-fashioned customer service. Call today and ask how Propane Central customers earn free gas.
Propane Central, leader, innovator, and friend.
6:22 remains here in the third quarter. The Lady Tigers have been outscored 2-0, so we'll struggle through the first 90 seconds offensively. And then Clausen had the one layup in transition on the reverse. Clay Center does have the basketball, and we're working up the floor with the dribble of Allie Wright Frederick. Wright Frederick right side, stops in a double team now, gets rid of it to Bonenblus. Caitlin doubled up, gets by with the dribble to the corner, goes to Hamill. Skip pass left for Wright Frederick. Allie, ball fake. Steps in, pulls a 15-footer. Short, tipped around inside, picked up by Courtney Hamill. She's double team trapped down low, but they get it out top. Wright Frederick had a look at three, didn't want it. 5:56 to work. Clay Center leads by 10 with the basketball. Third quarter. Wright Frederick to the corner for Callaway. Here's Bonenblus. Good step in the lane, but left hand up. No. Rebound. Batted around inside. They get Clay Center for over the back. So getting some looks right now, the Lady Tigers in this third quarter, but they haven't cashed any in at this point. 25-15. Clay Center trailing or leading by 10, but have been outscored 2-0 in this third period thus far. Now pressure by the Lady Tigers. Lauren Lane extending the pressure into the backcourt of the dribble of Tessa Seaberger. Now across the timeline, Seaberger toward the baseline. Step back, two balls up and good. Tough shot. Seaberger knocks it in and has 4 points. The Lady Tiger lead is now down to single digits at 8. Down court against pressure. Lane to Bonenblus across to Callaway. Big bump on the shot. That's 2 free throws for the sophomore Sid Callaway. So Sid gets to the stripe to shoot 2. Lady Tigers really broke the pressure down easily that time and got a good look from Bonenblus to find Callaway driving. Took it strong, drew the foul, and makes the first of 2 free throws. The Lady Tigers are now 7 of 8 from the line in the game. In the lead back to 9. Second free throw up, and this one crawls in there. Callaway has 6. It's a 27-17 Clay Center lead. Kipfer back in. Hamill will get a breather. Lane, Bonenblus, Callaway, Wright Frederick, and Kipfer just in. 10-point Clay Center lead. Seaberger in the front court against Lauren Lane. On-ball pressure is fantastic for Clay Center, especially from the junior, but there's a pull-up jumper. Seaberger, 2 straight jumpers. It was kind of a step-back fall away, and she's drilled them both. The lead is 8 again. Clay Center with that advantage at the basketball. Here's Wright Frederick to the front court. Bounce pass right baseline. Kipfer all good looking low. Bonenblus. The lane is good. The Bonenblast now with 9. Great feed from Special K inside to Caitlin Bonenblus. Clay Center by 10. 4:45 to work. Clausen out deep. Works it to the right wing. Now dribble attacks all the way to the paint. Wright Frederick tried to draw the charge. No foul. Either way, the rebound comes off on the miss to Savannah Kipfer. Nearing the midway point of the third period. Clay Center by 10. 29-19. Wright Frederick left and deep to Kipfer. Corner left for Lane. Lauren directs some traffic. Now back outside for Savannah. Around to the right corner. Callaway looks low instead of Wright Frederick out deep. Back in the corner for Callaway. Sid goes inside. Here's Lane. Takes it up in a crowd and drops it in. 9 points for Lauren Lane down inside. The 5'8 junior puts Clay Center back on top by a dozen. 31-19. 4:03 to work, third quarter. Seaberger has been hot in the second half. Gives it up here. Now Clausen wants the 3. She is bumped. They're going to call the foul and a chance at a 4-point play for Caitlin Clausen. had a good open look. The Lady Tigers tried to close out on it. They count the bucket, and it goes against Caitlin Bonenblust, and it puts Caitlin Clausen at the stripe for a chance at a 4-point play. That's the first foul on Bonenblust. So one free throw coming for Clausen, the 5'10 senior, who now has 9 points in the game. Free throw up and free throw good. So 10 for Clausen, who battled through foul trouble in the first half, still has just those 3 fouls, but is not tallied anymore. The Lady Tiger lead is now down to 8 points after a 4-point play by Clausen. Here's Wright Frederick down the court, left sideline. Backs it out with a dribble. Now between the circles out top, 3:45 left third period. It's 31-23, Clay Center by 8. Bonenblust, dribble penetrates to the corner. Wright Frederick fakes the 3, steps toward the lane, all the way in the paint. It comes outside now to Lauren Lane. The corner left Kipfer. Good post inside. Hamill takes it up with the left hand and drops it home. Courtney Hamill now with 9. The lead is 10 for Clay Center. Great post down low by the silent assassin, and Hamill then finished it with the left. Here's a drive on the way. Runner no good. Lane out of the pack with it up the right sideline. Now puts another tier in motion and takes it to the lane. She has 11. Lauren Lane had a defender stride for stride, and she just put it in a whole different gear than the Red Raider defender had and drove it to the glass for 2. It's 35-23, a timeout taken by the Red Raiders. Lady Tigers leading by 12 when we come back.
Hanson Ford is starting off the year with amazing deals during their 2016 Ford sales event. There are a few 2015 models left, including a Ford F-150, a Super Duty Crew Cab, and a Ford Fusion. You'll discover huge Ford rebates on select trucks and SUVs. Take the road by storm with the powerful all-new 2016 F-350s, Explorers, and Fusions. Power, performance, style, and comfort, and savings. Don't miss out on the greatest deals this month at Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sport drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the Wow Bins. Stock the pantry with a variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money on the grocery items your family enjoys.
We're right on your way home.
Lady Tigers lead at 35-23. They lead back out to 12. And now it's Wamego with the basketball in the front court. Clausen, who had a 4-point play earlier, gives it up outside and a walk against Luthi. And Clay Center will have it back with a 12-point lead. They led by a dozen at halftime. The lead was cut down to 8. And now they have it back to 12. And with possession, 3:03 to work here in the third. Wright Frederick moves it across the midcourt stripe. Right and deep it goes to Kipfer. Savannah now to the corner right lane. Lauren goes inside. Here's Hamill. Courtney back outside. Kipfer for 3, just short. Rebound, Bonenblust. She'll attack. Bump to the baseline. It's out of bounds off of Wamego. It will stay with the Lady Tigers on the baseline. That bump she took was from Caitlin Clausen as they collided. No foul against either, so it'll be Clay Center's basketball to the baseline. 2:43 now remains third quarter. Wright Frederick tried to lob it inside to Hamill. It's picked off by Clausen. Wamego the other direction. Clausen all the way to the rack with a fingertip roll, and she now has 12. A lead of 10 for Clay Center, 2.5 to work third quarter. Here's Bonenblust. Skip pass left for Lane. Ball tipped away, but taken back now by Lauren. And out deep it comes to Wright Frederick. Clay Center leads here 35-25. They led by 12 at halftime. 2:15 remains third period. Wright Frederick has it out deep left. Hamill trying to post. Now to Lauren Lane in the corner. Again to Hamill against Clausen. Takes it up, fouled. Courtney Hamill's headed to the stripe to shoot 2. Courtney Hamill, such a great post, low to the ground, and really backing the defender down in the paint, and then receiving it. Clausen was that defender. It was a help side defender. The foul was called on. It's the 4th now on Amanda Luthi. Hamill at the stripe. Now with 10 points. 6 of 7 I have her for the game from the free throw line. 36-25. Clay Center's shot it well from the stripe across the board throughout the ball game. They lead by 11 now. Second free throw from Hamill. This one also good. She's got 11 points now, and Clay Center's lead is again back to 12, 37-25. Now pressure by the Lady Tigers. Wamego into Seaberger. Lane pressuring there. Seaberger across the timeline. Lane cuts her off, makes a turn to the right side. Now at the wing right, three-point attempt from Seaberger, and she has been a difference maker for Wamego. She has 7 of her 9 in this third quarter, and Clay Center's lead is back down to 9. Here's Kipfer to the front court. Double team at her. She's bumped out of bounds. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. 4th team foul against Wamego. A minute 45 remains third quarter. Clay Center leading by 9 and with the basketball. Wright Frederick will inbound. Bonenblust, Lane, Callaway, Kipfer on the floor. It goes into Bonenblust, right wing, back left to Callaway. Sid now around right to Allie Wright Frederick. Minute 38 to work. 37-28. Lady Tigers by 9. Wright Frederick with the dribble. Left and deep to Kipfer. Corner goes to Callaway. High post Bonenblust. Double team coming at her. Tipped away for a moment. Ball is loose. Kipfer gets on the ground. Keeps it alive. But Clausen comes out of the pack with it. And now she's going to be fouled by Bonenblust near the half-court stripe. That'll be the third on Caitlin. So Wamego has the lead down to 9, and they have possession back. No free throws here. Neither team in the bonus yet. A minute 22 remaining in the third period. The foul on Bonenblust, her second. I believe I said her third. It's just her second as she stopped the transition of Clausen. Seaberger in the front court for Wamego, off now to Clausen. Minute 17 to work. Hamill has the assignment on Caitlin Clausen. Now a screen. Callaway has her. Clausen all the way to the paint, tried to kick it out and draws a foul against the Lady Tigers. 37-28. Clay Center by 9. It'll be Wamego's basketball on the baseline now. And that foul on Sid Callaway, her second. Well, they say just the first on the board, so we'll go with that. Here's Clausen. Step back. Couldn't get a three away. It's a double dribble against Seaberger. She caught it with a tap dribble, then put it back down to the floor, and Clay Center gets it back. 37-28, a minute 6 to work, third period. Lady Tigers possession and a lead of 9. Wright Frederick, right sideline to Hamill. Courtney back to Allie, now to Sid, now to Wright Frederick. Allie across the midcourt line with a pass to Hamill, in the corner to Kipfer. Savannah double team, now she'll dribble drive, good look across paint. Sid Callaway fouled, and Callaway's headed to the line to shoot 2. Kipfer felt the pressure of the double team and beat it with the dribble on the baseline, and as she got down toward the lane, saw Callaway across paint, bounce pass on the money. Callaway draws the foul from behind. She gets 2 free throws. And Sid buries the first of 2. The lead back to 10. Anna Stratton back in for Wamego. Callaway, one more free throw coming. 53 seconds to work third quarter. This one rims off. Rebound to Stratton. Wamego with possession. Faulkner across with a pass to Clausen down in the corner. Callaway near steal. Now dribble drive by Schwein. Can't get it away. Back outside deep. Griffith runner on the way. No. Rebound. Hamill rips it away from 2 defenders and now steps through the defender to get it off to Savannah Kipfer. And Clay Center has possession back with a 10-point lead and 28 seconds remaining here in this third period. Wright Frederick with it out to the corner. She goes to Callaway. High post lane. Kick out left. Kipfer. Ball fake. Starts to drive. Now with 18. To the corner. It goes to Callaway. Back to Savannah. 13 seconds left. Wright Frederick now looks at the clock. Has 11. Now with 10. We'll put it toward the ground with the dribble. Backs it out. Right and deep for Callaway. High post lane. Tries to drive through a double team. Can't get it. Rebound to Campbell. Her shot up. No good. And that ends the third quarter. The Lady Tigers lead by 10. We're headed to the final 8. Here in Wamego, you're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on KCLY.
Central Valley Ag believes that each employee contributes directly to the cooperative's growth and success. This is your invitation to become a member of the CVA team. Go to their website. You can see a current list of job openings, information on benefits, even sign up for one of their email lists. Visit cvacoop.com/careers. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
This is 100.9 FM, KCLY Clay Center.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzemeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Lady Tigers have a double-digit lead, but Wamego hanging in there. Clay Center led by 12, no more than that. The lead actually dropped to 8 at one time, and Wamego will have the basketball to begin this fourth quarter with the Lady Tigers again leading by 10, 38-28. Courtney Hamill, Lauren Lane leading the Lady Tigers with 11 points each. Wamego is led by Caitlin Clausen's 12. Wamego with possession just underway in this fourth quarter. Outside is Seaberger. Now the drive to the corner to Stratton. Back to Seaberger. Now the ball nearly taken away by Lauren Lane. Griffith ends up with it. Now caught in a double team off to Seaberger. Right corner it goes to Fiola, then back to Seaberger around to Clausen. Good defense on the opening possession by Clay Center. Now adding Mullen in there defensively on Griffith. Makes her give it up to the corner for Seaberger. Bonenblust has that assignment right now. Out top, Fiola for three. No. Rebound tipped inside to the baseline and off of, they'll say Clay Center touched it last. I think Caitlin Clausen knew that she tipped it out of bounds because she was headed the other way. But the official says it was off of Clay Center, and they're going to say it stays with the Red Raiders. 38-28. Wamego with the basketball. Clay Center a 10-point lead. Here's Stratton, checked by Mullen. Outside to Seaberger. Seaberger with the dribble against Courtney Hamill. 5 count is on. Now works it toward the wing right. They took the count off. Now they swing it around left deep to Clausen. Skip past to Seaberger. Seaberger at 7 in the third quarter alone for the Red Raiders. 8 for Clausen in that third. 38-28, Clay Center by 10. There's Griffith nearly taken away by Callaway. Wamego wanted a foul. There was a lot of contact. Nothing called. Clausen, corner three, is short. Rebound weak side. Good battle by Addie Mullen. It's tipped away, and Bonenblust down the court. Now down to the left lane, trying to go to Lauren Lane in transition, and it's thrown away. Basketball back again to the Red Raiders. 38-28. Cross it comes to Stratton in the front court. Left wing deep. Clausen. Now the ball back out top. It's going to be thrown away and goes back to the Lady Tigers. So neither team scoring through the first almost 2 minutes of this fourth quarter, but Clay Center still has the 10-point lead. 38-28, couple of scores I think I can update you on from the NCKL. Concordia over Phillipsburg, 32-21. That's headed to the fourth quarter. Abilene playing Hayes tonight was up 33-16 at half. Courtney Hamill for Clay Center with it on the wing right. 6 minutes to work in the ball game. Clay Center leads it here by 10. Lauren Lane, corner left, Callaway. Bounce pass, short corner, Bonenblust drops it off inside Hamill, trying to muscle it through a defender. We've got a jump ball call. She caught it down low off the bounce, and as she went up, it was tied up. The arrow does stay with Clay Center. Amanda Luthai back in for the Red Raiders. Addie Mullen will inbound from the baseline for the Lady Tigers. Lobbed out deep for Callaway. Sid goes to the corner now to Mullen. Back to Callaway. High post Bonenblust. Ball fake and drive. Now kicks it outside to Lauren Lane. Lane with it off to Callaway. 5:38 to work. Out deep is Bonenblust. Caitlin. Ball fake goes to the corner. Here's Callaway. She'll step to the paint. Big bump, and they call a travel. She ran into Clausen that time. The travel was called. The turnover against the Lady Tigers, who lead by 10 now with 5.5 to go in the fourth. 11 points for Lauren Lane, and Courtney Hamill lead the way for the Lady Tigers. They also have 7 from Sid Callaway, 9 from Caitlin Bonenblust. The only 4 to score for Clay Center. 12 from Clausen leads the scoring, along with Tessa Seaberger's 9. 38-28, Clay Center. leading here in the fourth, and now we've got a ball knocked out of bounds by Callaway. Good defense. It'll stay with the Red Raiders. Wamego battled Abilene on Friday night, 11-point loss, but they were right in it down the stretch. Here's a pull-up by Seaberger. She's hit about everything else. This one rattles off. Rebound to Hamill. Savannah Kipfer brings it across for Clay Center. Seaberger pressuring outside. High post it goes to Lauren Lane. Seaberger trying to catch from behind. Lane gets it off now to Callaway. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Clay Center's lead is 10, 38-28. Here's Hamill with it outside. Now to Kipfer around to the right wing. She'll bring it out between the circles. Under 5 to go in the fourth. Clay Center leads it by 10. Lauren Lane to Callaway. Corner left. Right, Frederick's got a good look for three and splashes in. Her first points of the ball game. The sniper puts the Lady Tigers up by 13. It's their biggest lead of the contest. 41-28. Right wing deep now with it is Faulkner to Clausen. The drive and the finishing low. 14 now for the future Southern Illinois player next year. She signed earlier this year in December, I believe, is when she made her signing, the national letter of intent. Pressure by the Red Raiders down court. Callaway bumped out of bounds on the sideline. This will be on Luthi, and that may be her fifth. I believe that is number 5 as she collided with Callaway on the sideline and knocked out of bounds. That is the fifth with 4:12 to go. The scorebook is not buzzed in yet, but the clock says 5 fouls. Now they have substituted in Griffith for Luthi, who comes out with that fifth foul. 41-30, the lead for Clay Center after the Clausen bucket on the other end. It's an 11-point Lady Tiger advantage, and they have the basketball. Right, Frederick from the sideline will inbound to the high post. It comes to Hamill. Off to Callaway. Across paint looking for Lane. Good catch by Lauren. Now she'll attack. She is bumped. Lauren Lane's headed to the line for a chance at a 1-and-1. A little clustered in the middle. Clay Center was able to get control of it in the hands of Lauren Lane. That turned into a really big play because it's the fourth foul now on Clausen. 1-and-1 chance here for Lane, who has 11 points in the contest. First free throw up and good. Lane with a dozen. Lady Tigers with a lead of a dozen, 42-30. Also a Marysville score, 25-14 at halftime. They lead a very good 1A Centralia team. Marysville up 25-24 at half against Centralia. Here it's 42-30. Lady Tigers by 12. Lauren Lane trying to make a free throw here that puts it back to 13, and it's short. Rebound comes off to Schwein. So Lane, 1 of 2 at the stripe, has 12 in the game now. Midway point, fourth quarter. Drive by Seaberger. Step back jumper. She has hit a bunch of those. She now has 11 points in the game, 9 in the second half. And the lead's 10 again. Here's Lauren Lane. Drive toward the paint. Clausen lets her go with those 4 fouls. And Lauren Lane has 14 now. And a timeout taken on the floor. It's a 12-point Lady Tiger lead. 3:42 remains here in Wamego in the fourth when we return.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
Take control of your farm with Base Station 3 from Valley Irrigation. Base Station 3 is the most state-of-the-art irrigation management system available, giving you unprecedented control over your operation. Manage all of your irrigation equipment anytime, anywhere. Experience the innovation and reliability you expect from Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
44-32, Lady Tigers lead by 12. It'll be Wamego's basketball, but Clay Center able to stretch this out. Lauren Lane with 14 points to lead all scorers now, along with Caitlin Clausen. Last time Lane saw the lane open up, Clausen was there with those 4 fouls, and she just had to let her go by. Now a steal by Lauren Lane. The tip to Addie Mullen. She goes by a defender all the way to the glass. The freshman knocks it in, her first point, and now the Lady Tigers have a 14-point lead. Mullen left Griffith behind and got to the lane left side and kissed it in off the glass. It's a 14-point lead. Now Clausen to the paint. She can't finish. Great dribble drive, but Clausen unable to get that one to go in off the window. Wright Frederick walks it up the floor. Lane has it at the top. Turns and faces up off to Kipfer. Under 3 now to work. Clay Center leads it by 14 here, 46-32. Lauren Lane to Mullen. Addie backs it out. Stratton on her. Now off to Lane. She has Griffith guarding her. To Wright Frederick, right wing. Allie hit a big three-pointer that stretched the lead to 13 early this quarter. Now Kipfer has it outside. Around left again deep to Wright Frederick. Back out to Savannah, who will hold. Now high post, Courtney Hamill. Hamill holds. Looks in low. Lane flashes through. Now a backdoor cut. Wright Frederick takes it up in the crowd. No. Rebound tipped around. Wright Frederick gets it back, and Clay Center has a new possession. And now it's going to be an injured player. Seeberger slow to get up for Wamego, and they're going to let the coach come out and have a look, although she's about to her feet now. She has really been dynamite here in the second half, and even with a smile through the pain, walks her way to the sideline. She will come out. We'll keep it here. Coach Kinderknecht out to check on her very quickly. Clay Center will bring Sid Calloway and Caitlin Bonenbless back on the floor. And that'll bring Wright Frederick and Lauren Lane out. 46-32. Clay Center with 2:18 to go in the game, looking for their 15th win on the season. And now with a 14-point advantage, Addie Mullen will inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Goes up top to Hamill against Clausen. Now kicks it out deep for Mullen with 2:13 now to work in the ball game. Mullen to Hamill. Courtney. Outside deep for Kipfer. Savannah backs it out. Now off to Caitlin Bonenbless. She'll turn and square it up. Dribbles into the free throw lane. Nowhere to go. Back outside for Kipfer. Kipfer gives it off to Bonenbless. Couple of dribbles left wing. Ball batted away for a moment. She tracks it down on the sideline. Now steps through a double team and is fouled. And that'll give Bonenbless a chance to strive for 1-1. She has 9 points in the game. Trying to become the third Lady Tiger in double digits in this contest. The foul was called on Griffith. It's her third. Clay Center by 14 with 1:47 now remaining in this ball game. Free throw from Bonenblust is good. She has 10. And we'll get the coupon toss now. Megan Robbins back on for the Lady Tigers. Hamill will come out. The lead out to 15 points now for Clay Center. Wamego kept it interesting through the third quarter, and finally Clay Center just started to stretch this thing out. Bonenbless hits both free throws, and the lead is 16 with 1:45 to go. Faulkner hands it off on the sideline, nearly taken away by Calloway. Now Bonenbless near steal. It'll be a reach-in against Clay Center. Just the 15th foul, though. No free throws for Wamego. Basketball goes out of bounds to the Red Raiders. 1:38 remains here in the fourth. Foul on Caitlin, her third. Here's Faulkner toward the lane. Goes baseline left. Stratton pull-up jumper. Kipfer had a hand up at her face, and it misses badly. Now rebound weak side to Calloway, and a foul called against Wamego. And this will give Calloway a chance at a 1-on-1 on the other end. Sid has 7 points in the game. 48-32. Clay Center's lead is 16. Sid Calloway with a chance at the 1-on-1. She's 3 of 4 at the stripe. 7 points as mentioned. Free throw here. Rattles home. 8 now in the game for the sophomore. Lady Tigers bringing in Brianna Wilson and Haley Franson and Janessa Wickersham now as Robbins, Bonenbless, and Kipfer come out. Mullen stays in, and then Calloway is the free throw shooter. Erin Hamill will check in for Sid as she makes the second free throw, and it rims off. 1:28 to work. Clay Center leads it by 17 now. Here's Clausen to the lane, jump pass in the corner. Stratton, 2 ball on its way is good. And as Stratton has 4, the assist to Clausen, 1:15 now left in the ball game. It's 49-34. Clay Center with a 15-point advantage. Wilson walks it across for the Lady Tigers on the offensive end. Now goes high post to Franson. Haley ball fakes, kicks it out deep for Wickersham. 1 minute left. Lady Tigers leading 49-34 to Franson. Rips it through a defender. Now a reach-in foul, and Haley will be at the line for 2 free throws for the Lady Tigers. So Franson will get a chance here at the stripe. This is the 10th team foul, so it will be 2 free throws coming. First one is rimming off. 1 more on the way. 49-34. Lady Tigers the lead. On their way to a 15-3 mark following this one. Second free throw from Haley Franson is good. And puts the lead out to 16 points. And now crossing the 50-point barrier. Here's Clausen down the lane and a shot up. Foul called. Wilson got over in front of Clausen, who didn't go through, pulled up, and they called a bump on Wilson. And Clausen will be at the stripe to shoot 2. 14 points in the game for the 5'10 senior. And we'll get a chance to add to it here at the stripe. First free throw's up and good. She's 2 for 2 at the line, has 15 points. Clay Center, though, with a 15-point lead and 51 seconds remaining. Second free throw, strong. Rebound, battled for, to the corner it goes, and it'll be off of Griffith of the Red Raiders. She and Franson battling for it. It was off of the Red Raiders, and so Clay Center has it with a 50-35 lead. Addie Mullen can walk it up the floor. Mullen, Franson, Aaron Hamill, Wilson, and Wickersham on the floor. Here's Wilson to Mullen. Addie will drive, left side laying good. She has 4. The assist from Wilson. 52-35, the lead for Clay Center. Under 30 seconds now to work. Clausen trying to work for a shot. Takes it right elbow. Jumper's on its way strong. Rebound to Stratton. Kick out to Griffith. Down to 17 seconds. Here's Clausen for 3. Strong. Weak side board. Tipped toward the baseline. Out of bounds with 11 seconds remaining. And it will stay with Wamego on that baseline. Clay Center's lead. 52-35. 11 ticks of the clock left. Here's a 3-pointer from Griffith. No good. Rebound. Mullen. Good box out. And Addie Mullen's going to have free throws on the other end. 2 free throws coming for the freshman who had a good box out right at the free throw line. So to the stripe will go Mullen to shoot 2 with 7.8 seconds now left. That all is between the Lady Tigers and their 15th win on the season. Free throw up is short from Mullen. Clay Center, though, with a lot of circles filled in tonight. They shot the free throw very, very well, something they were really wanting to work on. See if Mullen can cash one more in. And this one just rimmed out. Rebound away to Clausen. 5 seconds left. Clausen to the front court. Spins with 2, with 1, the kick out, and they will not get a shot away. And that'll be the ball game. The Lady Tigers get it done. 52-35. 15-3 now for the Lady Tigers on the season. Again, your final 52-35. Clay Center. Stay with us. Post game will be on the way in just a few.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Hanson Ford is starting off the year with amazing deals during their 2016 Ford sales event. There are a few 2015 models left, including a Ford F-150, a Super Duty Crew Cab, and a Ford Fusion. You'll discover huge Ford rebates rates on select trucks and SUVs. Take the road by storm with the powerful all-new 2016 F-350s, Explorers, and Fusions. Power, performance, style, and comfort, and savings. Don't miss out on the greatest deals this month at Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center is your durable medical equipment provider for bath aid safety, walkers, scooters, wheelchairs, and other supplies and products. They offer quality, durable medical equipment to care for yourself or your loved one at home. You can rely on them for unsurpassed value and service. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is dedicated to helping you find the right product and the right solution to make your daily life a little more comfortable and enjoyable with durable medical equipment.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. Who would have thought in this day and age that you could buy a brand new truck for under $30,000? Well, you can right now at the Green Team during our 2015 model year clearance. We have a Ram 1500 Express quad cab pickup. It's got the Hemi. It's brilliant black. It's a beautiful truck with the 20-inch rims. You can buy that truck now for 0% financing or $28,582 plus tax out the door. So come see us at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center.
Well, the Tigers stretch it out in the second half after Wamego kept it interesting through the third quarter. It was a 10-point game going to the fourth. Clay Center led by 12 in that halftime break. It was 10 points at the end of three, but then the Lady Tigers really poured it on at the end, 52-35 as they pulled away in this one. Kaylin Clausen, the great senior for Wamego, on senior night. They are honoring the pep band and cheerleaders and the basketball teams here in between the two ball games. So that ceremony going on as we speak right now. But Clausen was fantastic. She had 15 despite early foul trouble. Again, she'll be playing at Southern Illinois next year. 9 points from Tessa Seeberger, and the bulk of the correction, 11 points for Seeberger, and 9 of those in the second half alone. Anna Stratton had 4, Jennifer Griffith with 3, Emma Faulkner knocked in 1 bucket. The Lady Tigers, 3 more again in double digits, 14 for Lauren Lane tonight, 11 each from Caitlin Bonenbluss and Courtney Hamill. Sid Calloway had 8, 4 from Addie Mullen, a 3-pointer from Allie Wright-Fredericks, and a free throw from Haley Franson. And it's a 52-35 final here on the road against the Red Raiders. Clay Center now 6-1 in the NCKL. They are currently 15-3 overall, and a date with Abilene certainly coming up on Friday night that will have some big interest across the state, not just throughout the league. 52-35 your final. Another 2-minute timeout. We'll return with more for Wamego. Lady Tiger basketball continues next.
Timing is everything on wheat fertilizer. It can maximize both yield and nutrient use efficiency, thereby increasing net profit for the producer. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we offer a complete line of fertilizer and herbicides best suited for your fields. Timely control of weeds can limit soil moisture loss to weeds and prevent the deposit of more weed seeds in the soil, 2 factors that can benefit the next crop's yield. Our field specialists Brett, Allen, Darren, Kent, Mike, and Kenny at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed are here and ready to help you.
Third Thursday is almost here again. Wallace True Value will have chocolate fudge samples from Bev Montgomery for the chocolate crawl and lots of in-store specials on tools, housewares, on-demand water heaters, and more. We are going through inventory looking for items to clear out. You know, good stuff, but stuff that needs to go. At garage sale prices, you want to try some fudge and find some bargains. So stop in at Wallace True Value, 423 Lincoln, in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
The 15th. That's the day it arrives. That white standard window envelope sits in the mailbox just waiting to deliver its dread.
That is the day the mortgage bill comes, but it's not that bad. Well, since I refinance with United Bank and Trust, that is.
Oh. Well, now I just feel overly dramatic.
Don't be scared. Take advantage of the market. There's still time to refinance, and that can mean saving dollars each year. Visit ubankonline.com to check out current rates and even begin the refinance process. Rethink, refinance. United Bank and Trust.
Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
I was cleaning up a bit around central office when in walked Opie. What can I do for you, young man?
I have this project due at school. It's got pages and pages, and I have to put it all in a notebook and stuff. It'll take me forever to punch holes in all that paper with Aunt Bee's old punch.
I can help you there, son. We've got the Swingline Optima low-force punch that can punch up to 20 sheets as slick as a whistle. It has a hole punch catch bin and can punch either 3 holes or 2. It's on sale for just $34.95.
I'll take it. Central Office Service and Supply Guy, you're just swell.
Win number 15 for the Lady Tigers comes with a 17-point winner against Wamego, and even though the Red Raiders kept it around, the Lady Tigers eventually wore them down too. Great effort by Wamego, but 52-37 your final. Lady Tigers again 14 points from Lauren Lane, 11 each. Caitlin Bonneblust and Courtney Hamill. Also, Bonneblust had 6 rebounds in the game. Hamill had 4. Callaway with 3. Lauren Lane with those 14 points, 3 rebounds and 3 steals tonight for Lauren Lane, the keeper out there on defense. She draws that assignment and has really shined for Clay Center. There were 8 steals. They forced 12 turnovers against the Red Raiders tonight. From the field, 15 of 25, 2-point line, the 3-point line, 2 of 8, and then they were 16 of 23 overall from the free throw stripe in this ball game for the Lady Tigers. It's a 52-35 win. We're going to take one more time out, get you set for what's still to come tonight. We'll have your post game on the way next.
Your family has a lot to worry about these days, like birthday parties, science projects, and earning that pizza party in Mrs. Johnson's reading class. Getting there safely shouldn't be another worry. Give your family the peace of mind they deserve with the Michelin Premier family of tires. They're safe when new, safe when worn. Stop by Bud's Tire Service in Clay Center, and our experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. Safe refers to wet braking, wet handling, and hydroplaning resistance when the tires are new and worn to 5/32 of an inch. Go Tigers!
This is Mallory with Farmway Co-op, and I have some news for our area graduating high school seniors. Farmway Co-op is offering 5 $1,000 scholarships to assist the further education of our Kansas students. Farmway Co-op is committed to improving, encouraging, and empowering the healthy development of our students, so make sure you apply today. Deadline is March 15th. Applications can be found at any Farmway location or download from www.farmwaycoop.com.
Back once again on your Bud's Tire Service post-game show. Again, the Lady Tigers get it done here tonight's senior night for Wamego, and they have a lot of seniors on both the boys and girls basketball teams. Good to see that going on, and certainly the work of Caitlin Clausen, senior standout, 15 points, and they kept it interesting for a while until the Lady Tigers down the stretch pulled away for a 17-point victory for Coach Jeff Edwards. Now 15-3 on the year, as mentioned, 6-1 in the NCKL. 14 from Lauren Lane leads all scores for Clay Center, 11 each from Caitlin Bonneblust and Courtney Hamill, 8 for Sid Callaway. The Lady Tigers also got 4 from Addie Mullen, a 3-pointer for Allie Wright-Frederick, 1 free throw from Haley Franson in this game, and the Lady Tigers a 52-35 win over Wamego. Lady Tigers see Wamego drop to 5-13, while Clay Center jumps to 15-3 now overall on the season. Still to come, the Clay Center Tiger boys have a matchup with state-ranked Wamego coming in this evening. The Red Raider boys are ranked right now in 4A Division I at 6th after they knocked off Abilene on Friday night. The scores, by the way, real quickly before we wrap up our Bud's Tire Service postgame. Concordia did beat Phillipsburg 54-36. Jordan Eschbaugh with 8 points, 17 rebounds. That's their second win on the season for Concordia. Final, Abilene beats Hayes 58-39 in a girls' game. Belle Barberry had 16. Mackenzie Bunsen with 14 in that one. That'll do it for your Bud's Tire Service postgame show. Stay tuned. Boys Hoops coming up in a moment.